Hello everyone. Welcome back to Amarembo Lakeside Farm. My name is Sunny Nayombia and I am the proud proprietor of the farm. So this farm, as any of the fans know, is located in Rukumberi in the district of Ngoma in the eastern province of Rwanda. So in this farm we have a mixed-use farm, but that I could call it my cash crop. My cash crop is sweet peppers, and we have these sweet peppers in greenhouses. So there are a couple of things that have changed, obviously. Last time, I was showing everyone like what we had done, the peppers which were ready to, harvest, and they were going to the market. So we started harvesting around early August last year, and we ended the harvest around the third week of January this year. So, it was kind of like my first endeavor in this, and there were kind of like lots of challenges. Of course, COVID did not really help the situation with the kind of lockdowns that we saw, where in the times when there was COVID, you really had to, hotels were closed, Rwanda Air was not flying, and it was really, really difficult to get good prices on the market. In fact, like, where we thought that we were going to make a ton of money, which was around the Christmas period, that was when there was also actually a lockdown because of the Omicron variant. And, we lost some money, but we also gained a lot of knowledge. So I learned so much from this process. My people at the farm also learned tons of stuff from the process. And because we learned so much and we kind of felt confident that we were going in the right path, we decided, my family and I, and speaking to my farm workers and people who were working here, that what, we should actually try to increase our production, because in any kind of farming, it's all about product, and it's all about consistency of harvest, but also scale, right? So no matter how good the prices are, if you don't have enough product, it just becomes really, really difficult. So what we're trying to do is actually increase scale. So fingers crossed, we shall be going up to, with what we're trying to do, very soon we'll be going up to like 500, 600 kilograms a week of sweet peppers that we can send to the market. So that's where we are. Those are some of the kind of lessons that we learned. And yeah, so today, as you know, after we finished all the production, we had to remove all the plants, all the dead plants, and then just start all over again. So that's what we did. We removed all the plants that were there previously, and then with seeds from Holland Green Tech, which I found to be quite good, a bit expensive, but quite good. We put the seeds in the greenhouses, and greenhouse nurseries, and it takes about 45 days from seed to to seedling. And what we're doing today now is a major part, which is now transferring the seedlings to the greenhouses. So that's what we're doing today, and this week we're also building the third greenhouse. So there's a kind of like a lot to do. I will show you where we are right now. So yeah, like I said, yeah, let's explore everything. But before we do, I'd like to remind everyone that if you like the content, I would ask you to like and subscribe to Amarembo Lakeside Farm on YouTube, and every so often we will be putting new things out there, new content. And more on a day-to-day basis, I also have on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So if you're kind of into that, kind of like, because of the video will not be, it will be coming out maybe every month or so, because it's kind of boring. But if you are really, really interested in kind of seeing what goes down, yeah, check out my social media. So again, it is at Amarembo Lakeside Farm on social media. So anyway, let us kind of go really, really quickly to see what's happening in this greenhouse, right? So this is the big greenhouse. I call it the big greenhouse because it holds almost 900 plants, and this one was quite an expensive greenhouse, but it's in terms of what the scale is, this is not a bad greenhouse. And then we'll go to the second one. Now that one is what I call the small greenhouse. So the small greenhouse is more of a, what can I call? It's like our baby greenhouse, but it's not a bad greenhouse all in all. It holds about 660 plants. So, and then behind these two greenhouses, you'll see I'm trying to do something different this time. I'm using wood instead of, the metal greenhouses, because we kind of figured out that the price the cost of the greenhouses, these kind of greenhouses, was just really, really high, especially where we are right now as in our production phase. So we're like, you know what, let us try to use cheaper materials that actually make sense. So that's what we're going to do. What you'll see when we go up there, when we go behind these two greenhouses, is the frame of that greenhouse. We already bought all the coverings and everything that goes into the greenhouses. So that's what we're going to do this week. So anyway, let's go straight to greenhouse, the big greenhouse, and kind of see what's going on there. And as you can see, this greenhouse is full of little seedlings. So these are the seedlings that we are now planting. It's arduous work. I have a team here. So as you can see, one of the things that we did was we got new irrigation tape. Yeah, the seedlings are looking great. Once all this is done, we shall, like I said, these are about close to 900 seedlings here. Like I've said before, this is a constant learning process for me, but I'm really, really happy with where we are. I'm happy with my team. I'm happy with the state of the seedlings, because if the seedlings don't work, nothing works, and these ones are really, really good. My guy, my farm manager Etienne, who's kind of in charge of these greenhouses, did an amazing job. So if we go to greenhouse number 2, what you'll see is what it looks like without any plants in it. So here we have some manure, and now let's go to greenhouse number 2. So as you see here, there are no plants, but all the plants that are going to be transplanted today are actually right here. So what you have here are the yellow capsicum, or the yellow sweet peppers. They will come here, okay? And these are the reds over here. Now, before I forget, I just want to tell everyone that, the reason why, the reds and the yellows are not in the same place is because last time I kind of figured, last time it was just like a mixture of different capsicums, red, yellow. They were all mixed. You couldn't really figure out which ones were which. But I kind of, I decided with my team that in the large greenhouse, we would put the red ones, and in the small greenhouse, we'd put the yellows. Now, there's a reason why I did this. What I learned this year was that red capsicums weigh so much more than the yellow ones, right? And remember that we sell everything per kilo. Number two, the market really demanded the red ones. Like I bring the yellows and the reds at the same time, but then very often you'd find people saying, oh, well, we want more reds. Or if I'd go to, say, trying to sell them at Get It or those kind of like places where we'd go and sell our product, they would say, you know what, give us 20 kilograms of yellow and 60 of red. And because in my lack of understanding of what the market was like, what I would often do, what I did last time, was actually have half and half, right? So not only was my weight bad because I had so much yellow, the market did not really like the fact that I had so much yellow. So, hey, I learned something. I learned, and I'm trying to not make the same mistakes again. So, what we're now going to look at is the frame of, just ignore my the car in the background. That's probably one of the oldest cars in Rwanda, and this is, you know, my baby. I call it the Black Mamba. So that is what, you know, I get fertilizer in. That's where I get my seedlings in. It is the workhorse of this farm, a 1995 Land Rover Discovery TDI. Great car. A bit hard to manage at times because of the cost of the spare parts, but it's okay. It's okay. So again, you have the beautiful view of Lake Mujasera over there. Beautiful lake. This property goes all the way down to the lake shore. It's just absolutely wonderful. So anyway, let us go really fast and check out the new wooden greenhouse. And yeah, come with me. So yeah, by the way, if anyone has any questions about, you know, the process, you know, the financing, what we had to do, I'd be more than happy to talk to you. So just send me a comment or look for us on social media, and we'll kind of like, I can maybe talk you through some of my lessons, the lessons I learned. Because, you know, I really feel like as an aspiring farmer, as a young Rwandan who's kind of trying to do this, because I'm not a farmer by training. I am actually I have first degrees in law, second degrees in international communication. So this is more of my passion, and I'm really trying to, you know, make it another source of income just beyond, you know, my usual day-to-day work. So this one, as you see, is the wooden one. Again, I chose wood versus that because this wooden one is exactly the same size as that one, the big greenhouse, in terms of length and width, which is, in length it is 30 meters, and in width from here to here it is 8 meters. So I will again just have, you know, 6 rows of plants, about 900 plants. So we're looking at close to 2,500 plants. So I'm here at Rukumberi at the farm for a week, because what I really want to do is make sure that this one is complete before I head back to Kigali. So I'm fortunate that there's like great Wi-Fi here. I mean, not great Wi-Fi, but there's great you know, network, so I'm able to do whatever I need to do online, and I can work remotely. So this is going to be done in a week, and it's amazing. The reason I chose this kind of style was because, again, of cost. It was, I'll be honest, it was cost. So that one over there, the one behind me, the big one, cost me about 8.5 million francs, and this one is half that. You know, yes, this one in the back, obviously, which uses metal, will almost last forever, right? So we'll just remove the sheeting, put some new sheeting. Obviously, wood, after a certain amount of time, needs to be replaced, but it will be replaced in what, 10 years? So I'm thinking 10 years from now, I will be able to, you know, to change this and put a metal one, because what we're trying to do is just keep increasing production. So as you see over there, where I'm pointing, that is where there's more room for more greenhouses, because that's what I've kind of decided, is that this part of the farm will be full of greenhouses. So I'm kind of thinking we still have space for another 3, and inshallah, we shall have those 3 by next year. So in total we'll have 6 greenhouses, and then one day, if you so choose, I will show you what's going on down there. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and again, I do it for those who are interested in farming, or those who are interested in kind of like following the farming journey. So before I go, I just want to ask you again to subscribe, to like this video, and subscribe to all the Amarembo Lakeside Farm content. Again, we also have a social media handle, Amarembo Lakeside Farm. You can find us on not only YouTube, but you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed the showing. All right, bye bye.